for the daughter's body. The father decided to lock her up and enjoy her slowly. Very soon he came up with an idea. First, he sent his wife away on purpose. Then he pretended to ask his daughter to help carry something. The rebellious daughter surprisingly agreed this time. But when they got to the basement, Amy discovered there was a hidden door behind the bookshelf. She found it hard to believe, but since it was her father, she didn't think much of it. It was this natural trust that dragged her into an endless abyss. Before Amy could react, the father quickly walked out and locked the secret room door. Seeing herself locked inside, Amy screamed desperately, but the specially modified steel door was too thick, no sound could be heard from outside. She was terrified and at a loss. She thought her father was just trying to punish her at most, lock her up for a few days. But when she opened the box he asked her to move and saw it was full of her personal items, she finally realized it was all part of his plan. A wave of fear surged through her heart. After screaming at the top of her lungs, she tried to unlock the door, but the father clearly wouldn't give her any chance to escape. Even worse, if the wrong password was entered 3 times, the room would automatically lose power. Even the ventilation fan would stop working. Then she found a flashlight and screamed into the air vent with all her strength. But when the father heard the sound outside the door, he simply covered the vent with a blanket and stacked clutter on top of it so that no one would ever find out. That night, the whole family sat in the living room discussing how to find the missing daughter. Only the father sat silently on the couch. Soon it was the second day. Amy was still trying passwords, but nothing worked. She lay hopelessly on the floor, unable to understand why her father did this. On the 4th day, she heard sounds outside the door again. She hid behind a pillar, and when the father entered, she shoved him and ran out the door. She thought she could finally break free from the devil, but she didn't expect there was another steel door outside, and it was soundproof too. Even her loudest screams were useless. Just like that, Amy was caught again and dragged back into the room. Then the father began to threaten her, "As long as you behave in there, I will provide good living conditions. Otherwise, you will be severely punished.
Do you understand?"
And so the father did unspeakable things to his daughter. This film was based on a true story. It's truly moral collapse. Amy, who had been violated, curled up in the corner crying in despair. From that moment on, her life no longer had a father in it.